Welcome to Bena Midday News. This news is coming to you live from Benab House, Atomic Junction, Medina. My name is Sherifatu Ayuba. Coming up in this afternoon's bulletin. Fresh polls by Global Info Analytics put Dr. Bawumia ahead of Kennedy Agyapong ahead of the January 2026 flag bearer election by the NPP. Stay with us for further details of the new polls, which also predict NDC's Johnson Asiedu Nketia could edge Dr. Bawumia in a potential 2028 presidential contest. Also in this package, Lands and Natural Resource Minister tasked Anti-Galamsey Task Force to deal ruthlessly with recalcitrant illegal miners. And on the international front, Cameroon's presidential campaign kicks off with President Biya facing strong opposition from forces that split from his camp. Details of these stories comes up shortly. Thank you for staying with us. Remember, we are streaming live on Facebook at Bena TV. Now the news in details. A new tracking poll conducted by the Global Info Analytics has positioned former Vice President Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia as a clear front runner to lead the New Patriotic Party into the 2028 general elections. The survey shows Dr. Bawumia commanding 57% support as the party's preferred presidential candidate, far ahead of former Asin Central MP Kennedy Agyapong, who secured 29%. Former Education Minister Dr. Yao Osei-Duchum followed with 6%, Food and Agriculture Minister Dr. Brian Achampong with 5%, and former NPP General Secretary Kwabena Agyapong with 3%. In key swing regions, Greater Accra, Central and Western, Dr. Bawumia maintains a decisive 57% lead compared to Kennedy Agyapong's 32%. Dr. Educhum and Dr. Achampong each polled 4%, while Kwabena Agyapong registered 3%. The poll further suggests that in a head-to-head runoff against Kennedy Agyapong, Dr. Bawumia would widen his advantage to 62%, with Agyapong trailing at 38%. Among the NPP delegates, Dr. Bawumia again tops the race with 47%, followed by Kennedy Agyapong at 17%. Dr. Achampong and Dr. Educhum each secured 3% and 1% respectively, and Kwabena Agyapong also at 1%. However, 27% of delegates remain undecided and 4% declined to state a preference. In a potential delegates runoff, Dr. Bawumia would still lead comfortably with 49% against Kennedy Agyapong's 19%, while 27% stay undecided and 5% refuse to disclose. Still on the topic, the Global Info Analytic polls also show that National Democratic Congress Chairman Johnson Asiedu Nketia holds a narrow lead over former Vice President Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia in a potential 2028 presidential contest. The following report captures why.
The survey indicates that Asiedu Nketia enjoys 50% of voter support compared to 45% for Dr. Bawumia, while 5% of respondents preferred another candidate. The results suggest a razor-thin race between the two political heavyweights, with the NDC stalwarts edging out the New Patriotic Party's 2024 flag bearer by just 5 points. Analysts say the findings add a fresh layer to Ghana's evolving political landscape, underscoring the likelihood of a fiercely competitive 2028 election if the matchup comes to pass.
Meanwhile, the Global Info Analytics has ranked Tamale South MP Haruna Idrisu as the front runner to lead the National Democratic Congress into the 2028 general elections. The survey places Haruna at 30% support ahead of the NDC National Chairman Johnson Asiedu Nketia on 24% and Finance Minister Ato Forson with 18%.
Former Chief of Staff Julius Deborah follows at 10%, while North Tongo MP Samuel Okujeto Ablakwa secured 8%. Other figures such as Eric Opoku, Joshua Alabi, Ama Kofibua, and Kwame Awuadakun each garnered 2%, with Dr. Ekosfio Gabra pulling 1%. Alfredo Koibandapor registered negligible support. When tested in alternative scenarios, Haruna's dominance becomes clearer. In a three-man race excluding Ato Forson, his lead expands to 45% against Asiedu Nketia's 37% and Julius Deborah's 18%. Among core NDC supporters, his numbers rise to 47%, with particularly strong backing in swing regions where he commands 48%. The dynamics, however, change dramatically if Haruna is excluded. In that case, Asiedu Nketia takes the lead with 40%, edging Ato Forson at 38%, while Deborah secures 22%. Among committed NDC voters, the race narrows further, with Asiedu at 42% and Forson at 41%. Forson notably performs best in swing regions, overtaking Asiedu 47% to 38%. The findings suggest Haruna Idrisu is currently the clear favorite, yet without him, the succession battle could become a tight two-horse race between Asiedu Nketia and Ato Forson, reshaping the NDC's path towards 2028.
Now, away from that, Lands and Natural Resource Minister Emmanuel Amakofibua has instructed the National Anti-Illegal Mining Operations Task Force to crack down firmly on illegal mining as government ramps up the fight against Galamsey. He emphasized that illegal mining poses a serious national security threat, requiring urgent and decisive measures, addressing the deployment of the NAIMOS task force in Sunyani on Sunday, September 28, 2025. Mr. Bua assured the team of President John Dramani Mahama's full backing.
This fight against illegal mining is not going to be stopped, and every measure at the president's disposal will be used. I charge you with profound sense of duty and patriotism. Any recalcitrant entry into these zones is not merely a trespasser, they are an enemy of the state. You are to be firm, you are to be resolute, you are to be ruthless. And please, take it from me, you will take no obstructionist instruction from any big man. Remember, the biggest man in Ghana is the President of the Republic, and he's the one that has sent you. He's the one that has empowered you, and I know that he will never call you to allow anybody to engage in any illegality. You are to fight for the soul of our country. Yes, sir.
On this note, we go for a quick break. We'll be back with business and more.
In a world hungry for meaning comes a stage unlike any other. 14 voices, 14 visions, one mission to inspire true talent rooted in truth.
In the nights where no one hears my whispers, Allah does. A direct relationship with Him feels like melting in His arms. No shame, no confusion, no barriers, just love.
From Quran to creativity, from knowledge to performance, they will compete not just to impress but to awaken hearts.
The Prophet ﷺ is speaking to you. He says that verily you have to hold on to my amana.
Why do people engage in illegal mining? The answer is very simple: quick money. The youth out there are jobless and therefore see illegal mining as a way to escape poverty.
I am Hamida Hussein. I am a wife, a mother, a teacher, a student, and a Muslimah. And I'm not yet done.
Every child, especially the girl child, should be given that opportunity to seek both Islamic and secular education.
They will be mentored by scholars